Chapter 49. This kid fooled us. Yeah. Liu Ruxu smiled playfully, revealing her exquisite and neat silver teeth. She continued, spiritual roots are the foundation for all cultivators to progress in the great path of cultivation. With this foundation, they can develop and grow saplings like treasure bodies, dharma bodies, and spirit bodies. Hearing such an analogy, Songshi touched Liu Ruxu's flat and delicate abdomen. I understand. So this here is the root, and after spreading outwards, it will be the physique. You could say that. Liu Ruxu smiled coquettishly because of the itch. She wrapped her arms around Songshi's neck and said, the essence of various physiques is to constantly strengthen oneself. If the power of the spirit root transforms into the entire body, it will be a spirit body. It's just that most foundation establishment cultivators can't reach this level. Then what physique does Zua want to condense? Songshi asked curiously. Liu Ruxu leaned close to Songshi's cheek and exhaled a fragrant breath. She said with an enchanted expression, I'm very ambitious and want to condense a spirit body. Young master, are you willing to help me? Of course, I'll help you even at the cost of my life. Songshi chuckled. His life was the most worthless. He could just lose it whenever he wanted to. However, he would not really do that. This woman's motive was not pure from the beginning. He could not give her any sincerity and let her suck him dry to death. Liu Ruxu looked at Songshi in a daze. This man's eyes were clear and did not look like he was lying at all. She was momentarily dazed. In the cultivation family that she had grown up in, which one of them was not selfish? Was this man really willing to sacrifice his life to help her? Why, are you touched? Are you falling in love with me now? Songshi laughed in his heart. He lowered his head and kissed Liu Ruxu. You're a prostitute though. You can't fall in love. Pfft, when did I become a prostitute? Zua only came here to train in the mortal world. She has only experienced one man, which is you only. Liu Ruxu rolled her eyes at Songshi. Then I hope I'm your last man. Songshi pinched Liu Ruxu's face. I still don't know what level your spiritual root is. It's a high-grade ice spiritual root. Otherwise, Zua wouldn't have much confidence in condensing a spirit body. Liu Ruxu leaned against Songshi's chest and said lazily, why? Songshi could tell that there was something complex. Spiritual roots determine the upper limit of one's talent and also affect the quality of one's condensation of a physique during foundation establishment. Often, low-grade spiritual roots can only condense a treasure body. Medium-grade spiritual roots condense a dharma body, whereas high-grade spiritual roots, like mine, have a high chance of condensing a spirit body. Liu Ruxu had a hint of pride in her gentleness. High-grade spiritual roots and ice spiritual roots were 1 in 100 among immortal cultivators. They were the true geniuses. What about Thebast? Songshi glanced at the level of the spiritual root. There was also a top-grade spiritual root above it that will give a certain chance of cultivating a divine body. Liu Ruxu said matter-of-factly, such existences are 1 in a million. They are the core descendants of the major sects and clans. All right, Songshi was deep in thought as he flipped through the books. When he saw some new information, his gaze paused as he said in surprise, why does a spirit body have a connate level? What does that mean? There are the anomalies of existence, the select few with a birthright of exceptionalness. Their forebears are usually beacons of strength, making them a breed apart. But let's be real, these are not the kind of people you and I rub elbows with on a daily basis. Liu Ruxu pursed her lips. I heard that the great Jin imperial family and the inner sanctum of Moonrise Palace have them, but they're all legends. I've never seen them before. Oh, so it's all about the ancestors. Songshi couldn't help but think of the words like father like son, like mother like daughter. Not necessarily. This is related to bloodlines. Some of the less powerful families may also be able to awaken their spirit body or even divine bodies. At this point, Liu Ruxu twisted her body Don't ask anymore, okay? You've already touched me until I'm weak. Aren't you going to let me suck? Then I shall cultivate and learn at the same time. You are my teacher from my beginner's journey to the path of cultivation. Songshi smirked and turned into a beast. Then I'll first check your cultivation achievements first from the past 2 days. Liu Ruxu smiled charmingly and pulled down the veil beside the bed. Her clothes disappeared. Songshi felt a suction force appear from Liu Ruxu's body, and the 9 Yang true energy in his body fluctuated. Compared to the last time, when Yang energy leaked out uncontrollably, this time, he realized that his strength was especially condensed and powerful. As long as he was unwilling, the other party could not absorb it at all. Without revealing his background, he circulated his cultivation techniques and deliberately released a wisp of true energy. Soon, Liu Ruxu's face turned red. She opened her mouth wide and exclaimed, "What a pure Yang power! Has your Yang refinement technique reached the beginner stage so quickly?" "It's not a big deal." Songshi pursed his lips. If he said that his current cultivation level had already surpassed hers, this woman would probably be shocked speechless. Haha, so has a profligate son from a dilapidated family who happened to have a spiritual root and was chosen by Liu Ruxu. I thought he was a disciple of some cultivation family. In the lobby of the New Moon brothel, Tongku, who had investigated Songshi's background, laughed with disdain. He did not lower his voice. Instead, he deliberately spoke loudly. Instantly, everyone present knew Songshi's background. This kid actually scared us. I thought he was from some sect or cultivation family. Many people's expressions turned ugly. Tong, who gulped down a bowl of wine and smashed it to pieces. Damn it, the Song family that this pretty boy belongs to is about to be wiped out by a trashy evil cultivato. Ah, he still has the mood to sleep with the woman I've targeted. His gaze suddenly landed on a man in black in the corner. Berlin, as a member of the Sky Demon cult, you should know quite a few people from there. Are you familiar with Haiduzi? I don't. The latter's voice was sinister. If you want to fight, go yourself. It has nothing to do with me. HMPH. At the thought of the woman I like and the pretty boy sleeping together, I'm not interested in sitting here anymore. Tong, who slammed the table and shot a cold glance upstairs before turning to leave. Damn it, I've waited for 2 days, but I haven't even gotten a single kiss. Madam, give me a second-rate girl to vent my anger. Some stood up and left, while others switched to other girls to sleep with. Soon, there was no one in the hall. Feng Yuxiao looked at the warden opposite him. Deacon Ao, your disciple's Dao companion might be in danger. It's normal for men to fight over women. It's a good opportunity to train her abilities. Ao Bai did not care. He knew that Songshi was just a furnace and had yet to become Liu Ruxu's true Dao companion. To the disciples of the Moon Palace, this kind of jealousy was too common. These are all trivial matters. Competing for Silken City's territory and the immortal seedlings is the most important. Feng Yuxiao said with a smile. The various sects have been suffering for a long time. They don't allow us to casually accept disciples and preach the Tao. Even if we accept them, we have to register them. They say that they want to maintain peace in the world, but in fact, they want to protect their rule. In the end, it has only been 2,000 years, but yet it is still so chaotic now. Brother Feng, you're thinking too much. The Moon Palace only wants to ensure that the New Moon brothel won't be destroyed in the chaos. We won't go against the laws of the Great Jin Empire on the surface. Ao Bai chuckled. A starving camel was still bigger than a horse. One, the risk of fighting openly against the Empire at this moment was not small. The Moon Palace has a huge business and is related to the Imperial Court, so there's naturally no rush. A small sect like ours can't do what you are doing. Feng Yuxiao raised a cup of wine. Let's not talk too much. I have to take a look around the city to see if there are any suitable seedlings for my Frost Jade cave. I have to help the sect recruit a few more disciples, so that I can protect myself during the chaos. With that, he jumped out of the window and disappeared in the night with the blink of an eye.